Good morning, young minds. Today is not just another day. Today is the day your future begins to take shape. Too many people live their lives unconsciously. They wake up, go through the motions, scroll on their phones, complete school or work tasks, sleep, and repeat. But life doesn't wait for anyone. Growth is not about repeating yesterday. It's about taking conscious actions that move you forward every single day. Ask yourself, are you growing or just existing? Every choice, every thought, every action you take today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. The greatest people you admire, entrepreneurs, scientists, musicians, athletes, they did not become great overnight. They acted daily, planned, struggled, failed, and kept moving forward. Today, your journey begins. Will you take action or will you wait? When I was young, I failed more times than I can count. I failed in school, failed to get a job, and even failed to get into Harvard 10 times. Each rejection felt like a brick added to my back. I could have given up, but I realized that failure is never the end. It's the beginning of your transformation. Every time I failed, I asked myself, what lesson is hidden here? Growth is never comfortable. It is struggle, persistence, and adaptation. Think about a tree. Even in storms, even when branches are cut, it bends, adapts, and continues to grow toward the sun. You must be like that tree. Every challenge, every mistake, every failure is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. Failure is not a setback. It is the training ground for success. Ask yourself every day, what did I learn today? How did I improve? If you have no answer, then that day has been wasted. Stop making excuses. The world does not care about them. Excuses will never bring success. Responsibility is the key. Life does not pause for anyone. Take charge, push yourself, and learn something new every day. Sharpen your skills. Challenge your limits. Be better than you were yesterday. Work smart, not just hard. For example, two people are cutting a tree. One rushes immediately, the other sharpens their axe first. Who finishes faster? The one who works smart. Every successful person works strategically. Plan, think, and execute. Many dream of being rich, but money without value is meaningless. Success is about usefulness, solving problems, helping people, creating impact. Focus on becoming valuable, and success will follow naturally. Your circle matters. Friends, mentors, peers shape your mindset and growth. Surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and elevate you. Learn to invest your time, energy, and money wisely. Small steps today create massive achievements tomorrow. Start now. Don't wait for perfection. Every minute you waste is a minute you cannot recover. Your body is your engine. Without health, wealth is meaningless. Eat well, exercise, sleep enough, and protect your energy. Strong mind needs a strong body. Your choices today about health define your productivity, creativity, and resilience tomorrow. Healthy habits compound over time. The stronger your body, the sharper your mind, the more energy you have to pursue your dreams. Your dreams are yours alone. Nobody else will understand them. Some will doubt, some will laugh. But perseverance wins. Every day counts. Every choice matters. Ask yourself, am I learning, growing, taking responsibility, being useful? Are my health, wealth, relationships, and dreams aligned? Start today. Never stop dreaming. Your life is your responsibility. Own it. Greatness is built one conscious choice at a time. Act daily, learn continuously, persist relentlessly, and believe in yourself. Let me tell you something most people will never tell you. Success is not about motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Success is about discipline, consistency, and thinking differently from the crowd. Poor thinking says, I'll start tomorrow. Rich thinking says, I'll start now. Poor thinking says, I need more money to begin. Rich thinking says, I'll use what I have and figure it out. Most people are not poor because they lack money. They are poor because they lack direction. Every single day, millions of people wake up without a plan. They react to life instead of designing it. They let circumstances control them. They let emotions control them. They let fear control them. But successful people do the opposite. They decide who they want to become before life decides for them. Let me ask you something important. Do you control your mind, or does your mind control you? If you wake up and immediately check your phone, if your mood depends on social media, if you complain before you act, then your mind is controlling you. And if you don't control your mind, you will never control your future. Rich thinking starts with self-control, the ability to sit down when you don't feel like it, the ability to work when nobody is watching, the ability to say no to short-term pleasure for long-term success. Most people fail not because life is hard, but because they choose comfort over growth. Comfort feels good now, but it destroys your future. Growth feels uncomfortable now, but it builds your future. You cannot live a rich life with a poor mindset. Let me explain something very important about money. Money is not evil. Money is not everything. But money is a tool. And like every tool, it goes to the person who knows how to use it. Money follows value. If you solve small problems, you get small money. If you solve big problems, you get big money. Ask yourself, what problems can I solve? What skills can I build? What value can I create? School teaches you how to follow instructions, but life rewards people who think, create, and adapt. That's why many top students struggle in real life, and many average students become extremely successful. Because success is not about grades. It's about skills, communication, problem solving, leadership, discipline, adaptability. If you master these skills, you will never be broke. Another hard truth: nobody is coming to save you. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people fail. They don't fail because they lack dreams. They don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they never learn how to execute. Dreams are cheap. Ideas are everywhere. Execution is rare. Everyone wants success, but very few people want the process. Success is boring. It's waking up early when you don't feel like it. It's repeating the same habits again and again. It's doing small things consistently while nobody is clapping. That's why discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation depends on emotions. Discipline depends on decisions. And emotions change every day. But decisions build your future. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will live an average life. But if you work because you decided to, even on days you feel tired, bored, or discouraged, you will build something extraordinary. Let me tell you a truth about successful people. They don't rely on willpower. They rely on systems. A system is a routine that removes excuses. For example, you don't ask yourself every morning, should I brush my teeth today? No, it's automatic. That's how successful people treat learning, working, and improving. They create systems for learning skills, exercising, managing money, building businesses, improving mindset. Poor thinking waits for feelings. Rich thinking builds systems. If you want to change your life, don't focus on goals alone. Focus on daily systems. Goals give direction, systems give result. Now let's talk about work ethic. Many young people say, I want balance. But balance is a luxury you earn after discipline. In the beginning, imbalance is necessary. You must work harder than average if you want a life better than average. You must sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term freedom. Late nights, early mornings, missed parties, lonely hours. Not forever, but for a season. And that season will decide the rest of your life. Let's talk about money again, but deeper this time. Rich people don't work for money. They make money work for them. Poor thinking says, how much do I earn per hour? Rich thinking asks, how much value can I create? Time is limited. Value is scalable. That's why skills are more powerful than jobs. If you depend only on one income, you are one problem away from disaster. Build skills that solve problems, create leverage, work even when you sleep, learn sales, learn communication, learn digital skills, learn how businesses work. Degrees can help, but skills pay bills. Another uncomfortable truth: nobody cares how hard you work. They care about results. You can be busy all day and still go nowhere. Busy is not productive. Effort is not progress. Only results matter. That's why you must measure your life. Ask yourself, what did I produce today? What did I improve today? What did I move forward today? If nothing moved forward, you were just busy, not effective. Now let's talk about habits. Your life is not defined by big moments. It's defined by small habits repeated daily. Wake up time, what you eat, what you read, who you talk to, what you watch. These things silently shape your future. If you consume garbage, your mind becomes garbage. If you consume knowledge, your mind becomes powerful. Guard your mind, because whatever you feed it today will control you tomorrow. Most people want fast results, but real success is slow, silent, and invisible at first, like compound interest. At first, nothing seems to happen. Then suddenly, everything changes, but only for those who stayed consistent. Discipline feels heavy in the beginning, but regret is heavier. Choose your pain wisely. Let me tell you something personal. There were days I doubted myself, days I felt alone, days I wanted to quit. But I reminded myself of one thing: if I stop now, nothing changes. So I kept going. And one day, things started to work. Not because I was special, but because I refused to quit. Quitting is the most expensive habit. Every time you quit, You train yourself to fail. But every time you push through, you build confidence. Confidence is built through kept promises to yourself. When you say you'll do something and you actually do it, you trust yourself more. And self-trust is power. Remember this: you don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your systems. Build better systems, and your life will automatically improve. Now we come to the most important question of all. Why are you doing all of this? Why do you want success? Why do you want money? Why do you want growth? If your answer is only comfort, you will quit when things get hard. But if your answer is purpose, you will keep going even when everything hurts. Most people never think about purpose. They live their entire lives chasing survival, paying bills, avoiding pain, chasing approval. But deep inside, every human wants meaning. You don't just want to make money. You want to matter. You want to wake up knowing your life has direction. Purpose is what turns hard work into fulfillment. Let me tell you something powerful. One day, your name will be spoken for the last time. People will not remember how many hours you scrolled. They will not remember how comfortable you were. They will remember how you treated people, what you built, what you stood for. That is legacy. Legacy is not about being famous. Legacy is about impact. Even if only one life improves because of you, your life mattered. Leadership starts with self-leadership. If you cannot control your habits, you cannot control a business. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot lead people. Leaders are not the loudest people in the room. They are the calmest in chaos. They think long-term. They take responsibility. They make decisions when others panic. And leadership is learned, not given. You learn leadership by taking responsibility, making hard choices, standing alone when necessary. The world does not need more followers. It needs builders. It needs thinkers. It needs disciplined individuals. Let me talk to you about confidence again, but deeper. Real confidence is quiet. It does not need validation. It does not seek approval. It comes from knowing, I can handle whatever comes. And that confidence only comes from experience, from failing, from surviving, from standing back up. Your past does not define you, but it trains you. Every struggle you went through was preparing you for something bigger. Do not waste your pain. Turn it into wisdom. Turn it into strength. Turn it into fuel. Now let's talk about fear of judgment. Many people live small lives because they are afraid of opinions. But let me ask you this: when you are old, will those opinions pay your bills? Will they build your dreams? Will they live with your regret? No, you will. So live for truth, not approval. The moment you stop trying to impress people is the moment you start becoming powerful. Another important truth: success will change you. You will lose people. You will outgrow rooms. You will walk alone sometimes. That loneliness is not punishment. It is elevation. Not everyone is meant to go with you to the next level. And that's okay. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself long enough for results to appear. Let's talk about patience. In the age of instant gratification, patience is a superpower. Everyone wants results fast, but real success takes time. You are building roots before you see fruits. And if you quit early, you dig up the seed before it grows. Trust the process. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine your future self standing in front of you. Not rich yet, not perfect, but proud. Proud because you didn't quit. Proud because you stayed disciplined. Proud because you chose growth over comfort. That future self is begging you right now. Please don't give up. Every day you show up, you are helping that person exist. And every day you quit, you are killing that version of yourself. Choose wisely. Life will test you. There will be setbacks, losses, failures, moments of doubt. But remember this: you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to continue. Bravery is not absence of fear. It is action, despite fear. And finally, remember this one sentence: your life is your responsibility. No excuses, no blame, no waiting. If you want change, you must become the change. Think about your life every single day. Not once a year. Not when it's too late. Today. Because if you take care of today, your future will take care of itself. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. Never stop dreaming. And one day, you will look back and smile. Because you lived, you didn't just exist. Thank you.